Obviously all depends, but mainly they'll catch mullet, bass, mackerel, garfish, whatever else is swimming around out there at the time. The boat is a 17-foot fiberglass condor with a Mariner outboard engine. I think there's certain people cut out for certain jobs. We just love fishing in our family. Dad started it when he came out of the Navy. We've all gone into it. We've got other trades. My brother who I work for, he's a mechanic. I'm a carpenter, but we all go back to fishing at the end of it. This fisherman's been down here since the beginning of the century, you know, 100 years. Worthing is an old fishing town that dates back a long time. Warren, he's 17 years old. He's been fishing for a while now with his dad. Been going out in the boat now probably since he's about 12, 13 years old. So he knows what he's doing. He's a big lad, capable, looking after himself. I think it's a good thing, people learning things like this, without a doubt. It is a dying trade. There's less and less fishermen around all the time. And if young people like Warren want to get into fishing, yeah, I think it's a good thing. Yeah, needs to learn a trade, something like that. With fish, a lot of young people don't know how to deal with it. But it's the easiest thing to cook. You know, the time you get it off of me, filleted, cleaned up and everything else, it's just a case of put it in the oven underneath the grill. But a lot of young people frightened to try it. They'd rather go to the supermarket, buy it straight out of there, breadcrumbed or battered. Living and working in Worthing, I love it. People call it a geriatric town and everything else, but there's a lot of young people here. There has to be for the amount of nightclubs we've got. It's just a lovely place. I know a lot of people that have moved away. They've emigrated abroad, Portugal, things like that. Always come back to Worthing. It's just a lovely town to be in. People are so friendly here.
President of the Worthing Swimming Club, Rob Drage and his son James, exercise in the sea on an August afternoon and try to cool off after the heat of the working day. The club was founded in 1890 and boasts 600 young members and up to 200 grown-ups. They're happy to teach you to swim here if you're anywhere between the ages of 5 and 80. And they also take part in many competitions: swimming, diving, and of course water polo.
Okay, thanks for coming down today, guys. Have a training session in the sea for a while.
Well, we live right by the sea, and I think swimming is perhaps one of the first things that children do, which is kind of adult-like. And it's great to see children start as 5-year-olds, unable to swim, and come through the pool and get that badge or that certificate to say, I can swim. Water polo is a very strength-demanding sport. You need very strong upper body strength because there's a lot of ball throwing, a lot of physical play. Obviously you need strong legs because you have to be able to tread water probably for most of the match, and you have to be able to change direction. You have to just swim one way, swim the other way very, very quickly at the drop of a hat. You need courage because it's a very physical game. You know, people can get quite badly hurt. The important thing to remember is that when you're swimming, whatever the activity is, whether you're diving, because we've got a very strong diving section, or whether it's a swimming, we've got a very strong swimming team, is to have fun. And if we can swim in the sea, just to give them a little bit of variation and have a bit of extra fun, that's got to be good. The game is quite demanding. When you get to the senior teams, you see the speed at which the ball is thrown. My son plays in goal sometimes, and that's probably the most demoralising position you can ever play in water polo, because most of the time the ball is whizzing past your ears at 150 miles an hour. You can't do much about it. But if you can make one save in the game of importance, then that can be the difference between winning and losing. So, you know, everybody on the team has their value.
There are plenty of good places to walk your dog in Worthing. Gardens, the seafront, as well as nearby countryside. Once a formidable rugby player, Ken Woodcock is now the Deputy Chief Executive of the English Bowling Association. Its first president was W.G. Grace, even more famous for his cricketing skills. Worthing Bowling Club was founded in 1907 and is the headquarters for men's outdoor bowling in the country. During the week when the men's national championships are being held in the town, Ken and his friends still find time to put in a bit of practice themselves.
For me, bowls is about friendship, but also competitive. We have to be competitive to enjoy the game. Yes, it is.
You can have it. You can have the jack.
Thank you.
All
Have
right?
a good game,
Have
Ted.
a good game.
Bowls is very much part of the Worthing scene. The council enjoy having us here because obviously we bring people to the town and to the businesses, but they provide us with the most wonderful greens in probably the best setting in the country. And bowls and Worthing go hand in hand. Having played rugby for 20 odd years and had a very bad neck injury, I looked for another sport, and I'd always watched bowls on holiday with my parents and what have you, and somebody said to me, come and have a go, and that's it, end of story. I think you need to be fairly fit, fairly nimble, a good eye and willing to learn, because you learn all the time, and that's really it.
Not quite reaching.
Very good
Not
effort.
quite reaching. Just 1 yard. Unlock.
Very good effort.
Some people pick it up fairly quickly, but people who've got a natural flair for sport will pick it up. It can take some people a lifetime and they never learn it, but most people pick it up fairly easily, 12 months probably. They will pick up how to play the game and learn about the bias. You soon learn because you make lots of mistakes and you learn from the mistakes.
Oh, good.
The tournament we have here is the National Championships for men outdoors for England. The winners and runners-up from each county come to the championships for all 5 disciplines and play off through, so you get the winner for each discipline, and those winners then go on to represent England at the British Isles Championships. And we just try and make it a really enjoyable time, but something that the people will remember, especially the players.
Probably Worthing's most famous literary connection is with Oscar Wilde's play The Importance of Being Earnest, which was written in the town and whose main character is named after the place. But theatrical comedy aside, its reputation depends far more on its deserved renown as a cheerful and welcoming location to spend a summer day or week beside the sea, with all the fun and entertainment which goes with that experience. Everyone wants something different on their holiday, and that charmless snarl of "get yourself a life" aimed at those who choose the English seaside is neither kind nor intelligent. There's nothing clever about going overseas, especially nowadays when the airports are hell and when pandemonium reigns on many foreign beaches. By contrast, towns like Worthing offer the simple and straightforward pleasures which are always the longest lasting and the most genuine, and the kind of welcome which puts you at ease without putting you under pressure.
A compilation video of Coastal Ways accompanies the series. It's priced at £12 plus postage and packing. To order, call the Meridian shop on 0870 901 9090 or see our website.
I'd do anything for you, dear. Anything. Yes, we do. Anything. Anything.
Woodja Coodja. Thursday at 11 on ITV2.
You'll look at the TV screen in front of you there. We'll look at the mission video from our Shanghai convention. Here it comes.
To prepare for tomorrow, you could create the Office of the Future.
Fantastic record of our time there.
Or you could ensure your IT infrastructure is reliable.
Successful conventions yet. Keep looking forwards. Here it comes, our Shanghai convention mission video.
So you're ready for whatever the future brings.
The mission video. I'm sure you're all as excited as I am about this.
Two out of 3 people suffer from gum disease. Fortunately, Listerine helps to kill the plaque bacteria that causes it. Great news for everybody, except dentists. Listerine, bad for bacteria, good for gums.
From now on, every second counts. The element in your washing machine starts to heat up, and when it has, in hard water areas, limescale starts to build and can damage your machine. Calgon's water softener tabs dissolve in seconds and neutralize limescale before it can settle, giving your washing machine our best protection against limescale every wash. Calgon tabs, and now new fast-dissolving gel, faster than limescale.
Washing machines live longer with Calgon.
Who wants to be noticed and who doesn't? Now Magazine, their lives in your hands every Thursday.
Does the car you're thinking of have free air conditioning? How about ABS and 4 airbags to keep you safe? And cost under £10,000? Try the Seat Leon and compare it to the hatchback you were going to buy.
How to decide what to watch on a Saturday night?
This is going to need a lot of tact and subtlety.
Would you do it the Touch of Frost way?
Pull in extra men if necessary.
Or would you do it the Home on Their Own way?
Trust in their children's good taste.
You need to make it entertaining, so we did.
Can we start again?
Starting with Home Their Own at 7:15, followed by It Shouldn't Happen to a TV Performer at 8, and A Touch of Frost at 9. It's going to be a good one this Saturday night on ITV1.
On ITV2 now, another chance to see Pop Idol. Here on Meridian, we've drama as John Nettles uncovers a web of adultery and deceit in Midsummer Murders.